So 2021 is gone and the holiday season is over, and you may or may not have gained a little bit of weight. But what you're trying to do today on January the 3rd, 2022 is scale back on the sugary treats. Well, I'm here to offer you 5 quick tips on how to scale back on the sugary treats without feeling deprived. You're watching the Bare Pantry Show.
Welcome to the Bare Pantry Show. If you want to learn how to cook in simple steps and have your dishes come out great the first time, then you're in the right place. Learn to make restaurant-style meals, comfort foods, and authentic Belizean dishes from basic ingredients.
Barbara here from the Bare Pantry Show, wishing you a very happy and prosperous New Year 2022. So let's get right into these 5 tips. Tip number 5, hide the stuff. Hide the leftover stuff, guys. If it's cake, freeze it. If it's cookies, put it in a tin, put it at the far back part of the pantry in a dark area where you don't look. If it's leftover chocolate, like we have that expensive leftover chocolate from Costco, child, put it in a container and put it on the bottommost part of the fridge in the back area where you won't find it, because out of sight, out of mind. Always remember that everything that you keep staring at will end up inside of you, okay? So don't stare at that stuff. That's why you don't stare at other people's husbands, child. But I digress. Anyways, tip number 4, buy a bunch of vegetables, non-starchy vegetables, and fruit, all right? You're gonna need the fruit to help you get off of the sugary treats, guys. So do 2 to 3 servings of fruit a day in each of your meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I don't care what fruit you do. And a serving, like for instance, if you're doing grapes, it's a grip, like a handful of grapes. So if the grapes are huge, you might get 8. If they're small, you might get 15. But a handful of grapes, you know, a small orange, half of a grapefruit. I mean, check Google to see what the serving size is for any fruit that you're going to eat, but make sure that you have one in each of your 3 meals, all right? And I guess part of this tip also is to make sure you have at least 3 meals a day, because that's going to help you out a whole lot in not feeling hungry and then going to binge on some of the sweet treats that you've been binging on for the holiday, all right? I was too, towards the end. Anyways, the vegetables, make sure that the plate is at least 9 inches wide or less, and make sure that half of that plate is filled with non-starchy vegetables, okay? Gone are the days of eating aimlessly while pacifying myself with food. Many of my subscribers, followers, friends, and family ask, what's the secret to your weight loss success and getting your sexy back? And to that, I'm always happy to share with them that I'm eating from a healthy, balanced plate. Look at the difference it's made. I've lost that quarantine 15 plus 15 more. Because so many people have asked me how to eat healthy while still enjoying regular foods, I decided to write this Healthy Selfie ebook. This 18-page digital book is chock full of information that I've gleaned over 16 weeks of classes from my healthcare provider, and tricks and tips I've learned over the past 30 years of learning about food. Don't let fear stop you from getting started. Invest in your health by purchasing this ebook now while it's on sale. The change you desire is literally at your fingertips. Join me in becoming our healthy selfie. So tip number 3, an omelette for breakfast. All right, that's the easiest tip that I go to. I don't know if you're vegan, what you're gonna do your fake egg, whatever you do for egg, but go ahead and do an omelette, because you can chock a lot of vegetables in that omelette. And then that way, you know, you don't feel so much for the grain that's going to go with it. And for the grain, I always do sourdough waffles or sourdough bread, because that's the easiest thing on my stomach. It would be better for you to do one of the, you know, healthier grain type breads and stuff like that. That would be so much better for you to do. But in the meantime, I just do the sourdough stuff. I don't put any of the syrup. I've never really put syrup on my waffles or pancakes, but if you have to, because you're trying to, you know, wean yourself off of this stuff, take the health. I guess maple syrup is healthier than some of the other ones, right? Put a tablespoon in a little pretty container, and then just dip your stuff in it. That way you don't get a whole lot, all right? And keep in mind that sugar is sugar. Your brain doesn't know how to differentiate one good sugar from a bad sugar. So don't, oh, I only use coconut sugar. Oh, I only use blah, 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 stevia, whatever. The brain doesn't know the difference. So keep in mind that sweet is sweet, okay? Number 2, are we on number 2 already? Give yourself permission to have one treat by the weekend. Today is Monday, January the 3rd. On Saturday or Sunday, say, okay, I'm gonna go have one of those little chocolates that I hid away. I'm gonna take that cake out the freezer and have a little slice. I'm gonna open that tin and get one cookie. Give yourself permission to do that. That way you're not like dying, like, oh my God, I'm gonna be on this fast for 30 days and now I'm gonna, no, give yourself permission to have one. And I say give yourself permission because when the weekend comes, if you don't need it, don't do it, all right? Then number 1, eat some oatmeal. You're Jory Stacy. I wish that I could eat oatmeal, but these very high fibrous type things really affect my stomach. And so I can't eat the oatmeal, but if you can eat some oatmeal, make sure that, you know, if you're gonna make it with milk, just keep in mind that milk has as much sugar in it, or maybe even more, than orange juice. Keep that in mind. So try to make it with water, and then to sweeten it, maybe a little bit of honey or agave, just a little bit of something, because I don't like oatmeal not sweetened. You know, I like it a little bit sweetened. So don't go buy those packets, you know, the little packets that you open and do it instant. Those things come with a lot of sugar in it. Get like the minute oats or the steel oats or whatever, and make it and put just, usually I put like, man, I can't, like quarter of a teaspoon of honey in my oatmeal, just to let the brain feel like it got some sugar, and then put some fruit in it, some banana, berries, stuff like that. And that will go far for you, okay? Because it'll fill you up. The oatmeal is a lot of carbs, so you're not going to be craving the sugary stuff from the carbs. And then you're going to get your fruits in there too. You're going to get a bunch of fiber, and pretty much all around just a really good solid start to the day. So I hope these 5 tips helped you guys out, because I'm doing them too. Okay, I can't do the oatmeal, but I'm doing them too. I've already hidden the chocolate. We don't have any cookies left over. There's a little piece of cake left. We're just going to leave that out. Somebody's going to eat that. And pretty much I started this morning with my omelette and 1 piece of waffle, and then my lunch is going to be a good healthy protein, a good grain, and half my plate's going to be vegetables. All right, so I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you guys to do. I hope this helps, guys. Happy New Year again, and we're going to have a bunch of really great videos for this new year. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Remember, guys, we're not buying this book. Why? Because my distributor is ripping me off and not paying me any of my royalties. So for this reason, I redid the book that's being sold on Amazon, and I made this book. I removed a bunch of the recipes from the first book because I did not deem them to be authentically Belizean enough, and I put a bunch of brand new recipes in here. So you're gonna get more for your money, okay? So when you buy this book, you're gonna find that the recipes are very easy to understand, and the dishes are gonna come out perfect the very first time. So this book was made in 2018. In the middle of the pandemic in 2020, I made this book, The Pantry Laid Bare, and this is restaurant quality, no, not restaurant quality, better than restaurant quality meals at home. Now in 2021, I have my brand new book. This one's called No More Leftovers. Why? Because I reduced some of the recipes from this book, and I put a bunch of brand new recipes in there, but they're all small batches. All right, now to purchase, all you have to do is visit my website, www.barepantryshow.com. You can shop safely and securely at www.barepantryshow.com.
Down at the Bare Pantry Show. This is the